What's up, everybody? Hey, it's Charles answering Tyler's question. I have a 97 Golf 2.0 with 163K. Runs really strong, seems to be in great shape. I've been doing research into doing a cam, chip, and exhaust upgrade. What should I check on the engine before doing this work to make sure it can handle the added stress I plan on putting it? Thanks, Tyler. All right, good question. So, whenever we're talking about modifications, numero uno rule before we start modifying is we got to get our maintenance up to date. So let's make sure we have plugs, wires, coil, air filter, no oil leaks is going to be a big one. Not that it's going to really cause any kind of problem when you do all this, cam and whatnot, but you want to get that stuff fixed first. So we want to make sure that we're running properly, make sure we have no broken hoses, no worn out coolant lines, anything like that. We want to make sure 100% that our car is in tip-top shape. We want to do a brake fluid service. We want to make sure our brakes are good, make sure we don't have any axles that are split, make sure our shift cables are happy, make sure that the vehicle is not fully restored. Like, you don't need to take it down to the level I've taken my Golf down to, but you need to make sure that all of the book recommended maintenance is complete. And those are the big things. The other thing I would probably look at, if you're doing a cam, it's going to overlap anyway, is doing a timing belt. I would look at doing the serpentine belts as well. Maybe the water pump, since you're not going to really be in there, but really, really close. You want to take a look at that as well. Make sure your tires are in good condition. Wiper blades, all your lights work. This is really like, you want to make sure the car is in good shape overall and all the maintenance is brought up to speed. In addition to these things, the other thing I might consider when I'm doing this is I would probably put new lifters in it. This car's got 163K on it. You're going to be opening those valves up a little more or a little bit different overlap in the valves. So I would probably put lifters in it as well. They're going to add a bit to the cost, but I think it'll be worth it 100% in the long run. Other than that, man, I'd say rock and roll. I'd put those parts on it, wouldn't worry too terribly much about it. That'll open that 2-liter up a little bit, which is honestly, in a manual transmission especially, already a pretty fun car to drive. It's not the fastest, but it's pretty fun. So that's what I would do. I'd get all my maintenance up to speed. I would go in, if you have your owner's book, and look and see whatever the biggest amount of words on a mileage interval, whatever one has the most, make sure all that's done. So again, plugs, wires, cap, rotor, probably worth putting an ignition coil on it if there's any type of damage to it as well. They tend to crack. Make sure your exhaust isn't messed up. Put a fuel filter in it. That's another one that I think I forgot. So you're going to have a day of maintenance before you do all of that stuff, but overall it'll be well worth it. And I've always told people, look, if you have the money for cams or an exhaust, then you have the money to do the maintenance on your car, because that really is much more important than making it sound a little louder or go a little faster. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap it up there. Questions, comments, you know what to do. If you want to email me a question, send it to charles@humblemechanic.com. Right down here, put question for Charles in the subject, ask the question, mash the enter button, then give me the details. Don't forget, you can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and of course on Snapchat. You can subscribe right here on YouTube or on the blog at humblemechanic.com. Don't forget on YouTube to ding that bell for me and get notifications. Don't forget to check out the crew membership program, link down in the description. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Keep the questions coming, and I'll see you next time.